Greetings to each and every one of you, okay? After about 3 weeks, right? So I do not want to do it early because I know people want to settle down. It's a new year, they got their kids, they got their school. So I decided, all right, it's fine, no problem. After all, JDXBOT, trading is running as per usual. And also, some of those floating position has been managed effectively. On the Thursday, right, I will explain to you guys why the floating is still taking place and how are we taking the profit. Okay, I will explain to you guys. Okay, so all right, so make sure that you are there because I will explain to you the new so-called um, the new plan we have put in place to manage the floating position. This is because of the volatility that we face, right? When the price went down by about 32,000 points. Okay, so we actually safeguarded the position, but the thing is that while we safeguard the position, we have to take another action. All right, so just to let you guys know. But today the price is going down, so you will see another partial profit coming in. Okay, today. Okay, so just take note of that. Even today, we took a partial profit for JDX Copy Master. So that's why, guys. Patience is always important. All right, patience is the key. Okay, it is very important. Some people they have no patience. Okay, so but the problem is that I understand. All right, sometimes the market take a long time. Okay, to arrive at our entry price, and we have to wait for it. Now, come on, guys. This is real trading. All right. This is not an artificial, inflated trading. No. This is a real trading, real market, real floating, real unrealized loss, real profit. So it's all real. Okay. So there is nothing that we can do, to fake this whole thing. All right. So this is how it works with me. Okay. Simple as that. Okay. We want to keep things transparent. We want to keep things real. Some people get frustrated. They get upset. Why is it it is taking too long time? Can you really get upset with the market? I don't think so, right? You have to really deal with your own character. You have to deal with your own emotion. Okay, so that's why, right? I always tell people, if you are impatient, I tell you, don't ever get involved with trading. All right, don't ever get involved. Okay, if you are impatient, I think you need to find another job, or you might need to get involved with other things, that is suitable with your own type of character and emotion. Okay, so that is really important. Okay, so today I want to welcome each and every one of you, not to JDXBOT weekly presentation. Now, please understand also, right, that I always encourage you guys to have multiple stream of income. All right, so you need to find different things. That's the reason why if you are part of JDXBOT, you know that we don't promise you a fixed return. All right. So when we don't promise you a fixed return, you can't be expecting certain things, in a definite manner, right? So you might need to look for another stream of income. So the more stream of income you have, the better it is, because probably you have a stream of income that gives you a non-fixed return. Okay, but you are still getting return, but it is non-fixed, although the return is good. And then you have another stream of income, probably a fixed return. So you need to find a fixed return and also a non-fixed return. Okay, so this is important. So you need to make sure to go and search for this kind of portfolio so that you can earn on both sides. Okay, so it is wrong, okay, to think only to do one thing. Okay, I don't advise you guys to do that. Okay, it is wrong to only think you should only get involved with one portfolio, because there is a risk. Okay, so you need to basically have multiple stream of income. Okay, this is important. So I want you to think like a businessman. I want you to think like an investor. All right, don't think like a poor man. Okay, don't think with a poor mindset. You need to think with a rich mindset. All right, so the rich mindset is always about always about diversification, multiplication, always about addition. We don't think about subtraction, division, right? We always think about addition, multiplication. All right, so this is important. So you have to find way, how to increase the rate of return, right? The speed of earning is critical, and sometimes you can't only depend on one thing. All right, so I hope that gives you a little bit of introduction about where I'm coming from. Okay, as a business owner, as an investor, where I'm coming from, because it is always important, and that's what I am also leading by example. All right. Some people like, wow, no, you are doing so many things, although you have your own company, and it doesn't matter, right? You have your own company doesn't mean you should only depend on your own company. There are many ways. You can open up opportunity for the whole community of the JD Wealth Maker, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to open up opportunity so that JD Wealth Maker community, right, can really benefit from all the opportunity, right? If I shut it down, then you are not going to benefit. All right. I'm so happy to see so many of you are benefiting, from the different opportunities that I'm introducing and so on. And it is up to each individual's, decision, right? Whether they want to be part, of these opportunities that we are offering and so on. Okay. So do take note of that. Okay. All right. Now let's proceed to today's presentation. It is a weekly review. So what we're going to do, we're going to run through and understand JDXBOT business model, and then I'm going to share with you, what is the how the risk management, okay, or our internal wallet management system works, and then I'm going to explain to you, the entry cost, okay, what will be the cost. And thereafter, right, I'm going to show you quickly 3 steps how you can get involved with JDXBOT, and thereafter you can ask me any question if there is. All right. So let's get going. Okay, first thing first, okay, I always, like to emphasize this. It's always important to understand, the positioning of the company, okay? So here the company is none other than the JD Wealth Maker. It is a financial technology, a DeFi solution development company, okay? So our focus is basically, we are focused in developing, DeFi, decentralized finance related product, and this is basically, can be software, so at the moment we are only basically dealing with software, so we create algorithm and so on, okay? So I'm the founder, the CEO, of this company, and I always come, okay, engaging with the community, making sure that the community have the right information, okay, straight from me, so that you do not need to worry, you do not need to, feel confused and so on, right? So that is, I think, is very important. Now, under JD Wealth Maker, we have our flagship brand, all right, and that is none other. I think it is already become a household brand now, JDXBOT, all right. So JDXBOT is basically the first brand that we have created, okay, under JDXBOT, and there are many other products that we are basically looking at, okay, to actually add on into the ecosystem of the company, so that our community will be able to have access to different decentralized finance software and so on. And you guys might also have come across that we also actually introduced the crypto debit card. Okay, so these are all the complement, guys. If you are earning crypto, you have to find the fastest, the best, the most efficient way to spend. All right, and that's why you need to get hold, okay, of that crypto debit card. And I know that many of us, okay, have already placed the orders and so on, right? So these are part of the ecosystem. So whenever I see there is a complementary product, okay, I introduce it to our community. Okay, so please take note of that. So our mandate is none other than to empower ordinary people to generate extraordinary income. Okay, so this is the mandate that God has given to me, and this is the the will and the plan of God, okay, for my life, so that I can begin to impact, influence people, okay? But we want to empower them. That's the most important thing, right? Because if you empower the people will empower you, right? If you empower the employee will empower the company. So it is always the people focus. Okay, so our focus is always the people. If we can empower our team, if we can empower, the people around us, right? When their life change, right? Every one of us gets better, right? So this kind of principles in life, okay, is so important. Now, the more you focus on people, the more you focus, to bless them, the more you focus of the good thing to happen to them, ultimately the heavens will be open above you, right? Because then you start to see God's blessings comes upon your life, right? So this is how you open heaven, guys. You open heaven by opening your heart to the people around you, right? So when you bless them, you are generous, and you touch their life, you touch their heart. suddenly you see the favor of God upon your life, right? So it is a powerful business principle, okay? One of the powerful business principle is that instead of profit, focus on people. All right, people first, profit the second. Okay, so this is very very important when come to the business principle, the way how we do things God's way, not the worldly way. All right, God's way. Okay, that is the most important. Okay, now a quick introduction about JDXBOT. All right, JDXBOT in the high speed, okay, of the world of cryptocurrency trading, where volatility can make or break fortune, JDXBOT stands as a revolutionary trading system, okay, engineered to protect capital first and generate consistent, sustainable profit for our valued global partners. So this is our ultimate focus, okay? When you are part of JDXBOT, our ultimate focus is to protect your capital first. So that's the reason why, okay? If you are frustrated, if you are, discouraged, why I'm not seeing my profit, that basically you don't understand our principle. All right, you just don't understand our principle. So, and because of that, right, you can be probably in a wrong program, in the wrong place, because you are basically focusing on the profit first, while we are actually focusing on safeguarding your capital first. Okay, so safeguarding or protecting the capital is first, and thereafter we focus on generating consistent, sustainable profit, and all these are depend on the volatility of the market. Okay, so please take note of that. Now, so JDXBOT is the industry first fully autonomous crypto-algorithmic future trading bot, a third-party exchange-based API commission software as a service that utilizes advanced intelligent algorithm and tactical trading strategies to execute and manage trades remotely, which is hands-free, worry-free, and also 100% autopilot. So what makes JDXBOT different is that when you come on board, okay, you will have your own exchanges, right? In your own exchanges, you will have your own fund. And thereafter, you need to connect your API from the exchange to JDXBOT. And once the API is connected, that simply means that JDXBOT now will be managing your trade 100%. All right, so that's the beauty of it. Okay, so it's a completely different than what you experience in the outside, because this is a real trading. All right, so that's how it works. So now it is backed by over 15 years of hands-on expertise in futures and leverage trading, leverage crypto trading, and powered by a tested and proven algorithm since November 2023 when we did the beta testing, right? So there are many of you here, actually, you were there during the beta testing in 2023, and I'm so grateful, okay, to see you guys faithfully honoring this partnership, and you are here even today, right? So I'm just so grateful, and many of you are already been blessed probably beyond measure, right? Just by connecting to these dimensions, to this dimension and to this opportunity that we have. Okay, so JDXBOT sets a new global standard for smart, resilient, and profitable futures, crypto trading. All right, so basically, right, I am a trader, and I've been trading for the past about 15 years. All right, okay, and because of my experience in the futures, right, I actually package this strategy. This is my own strategy. Okay, I packaged this own strategy, a proprietary strategy, and requested my own programmer actually to develop this algorithm. All right, and we thank God, by God's grace, today after 2 years, right, after 2 years of beta testing, we have a working product that is already been blessing, I think probably hundreds of lives, okay, because it has already delivered hundreds of thousands, okay, of profit, okay, so far, okay, as I begin to speak with you, right? Okay, let's move on. Now, what actually set us apart? Number one, the most important thing is that 100%, okay, fund is actually controlled by our user. Now, please understand, okay, JDXBOT is unique because this program allows you to actually manage your own fund. You are not going to deposit your fund to JDXBOT or to any third party. All right, you are going to basically having all this fund in your own exchanges, and based on the fund that you have in your account, we will then be trading through the API. Okay, so that simply means that users have complete control over their fund, allowing them to manage their investment independently. Now, I think this is awesome, right? Because people are worried sometimes, right? When they put their capital into a third party, all right, anything, the moment your money is with someone, please understand, okay? The moment your money with someone, it is already a risk. All right, so you have to be able to do a lot of different evaluation, okay, to make sure that you minimize the risk as much as possible, because there is no such thing as zero risk. Everything comes with risk, okay, but you need to find a way to mitigate and minimize the risk. And if you can do that, then you can be part of those opportunities, right? All right, now second is that it is 100% autopilot 24/7. It runs 365 days because we are involved in the crypto space, okay? Now, the other thing is that it is 100% transparent. Transparency of live trades and results at your fingertip. So you can actually download the app of the exchange, right? And when you download, you can actually watch the trade taking place live, okay? If it's floating, it's floating. If the trade is open, the trade is open. If the trade is closed, the trade is closed. All right, and not only that, you can even actually, monitor the real-time performance and the results of the bot, okay? Now, it is tested and proven winning strategy built by real expertise. As I mentioned to you, these are basically my proprietary strategy, and we have basically tested this strategy for many years. And this strategy is now deployed into an algorithm, and now we can offer this algorithm to the world, okay, and empower ordinary people, to generate extraordinary income. Now, it is safe, reliable, and compliance trading platform. So that's the reason why you need to have, okay, the exchange. I will introduce to you the exchange. That is the only exchange you can use to be part of JDXBOT, right? Now, we also offer one of the highest profit sharing in the industry with instant settlement of profit. So I will explain to you later on, okay, how does this profit sharing works, and also, right, the referral or the affiliate bonuses that you can actually take advantage, okay, by becoming part of JDXBOT. Now, these advantages, right, make JDXBOT an appealing choice for individuals seeking automated crypto trading solution with transparency, accessibility, and history of success, all at an affordable initial cost. Okay, all right. Now, this is an important, just a very simple macro ecosystem. So you need to understand what are the components, okay, or what are those elements involved in this ecosystem. So we have the exchange itself, which is BitGet. All right, BitGet is our official partner, and we have JDXBOT. Now, when you actually set up your BitGet account, you need to connect your API with JDXBOT. Then only your trading will be 100% managed by JDXBOT. Okay, so please take note. So under BitGet, right, there are quite a number of activities that is involved that you have to do. You have to, first of all, you have to sign up. All right, you have to sign up, and then you have to perform the KYC. Just do the level 1. Okay, you don't have to go deep. Just the level 1 will do. Now, please understand, if your KYC is not approved, you cannot be part of JDXBOT. That is the rule, okay? Because we are partnering with BitGet. So all the KYC is actually done in the exchange. All right. So do not sign up for JDXBOT until your KYC is approved in BitGet. Okay. And then you have to create the API and bind with JDXBOT. So these are important steps involved under BitGet. And also, please understand, you also have JDXBOT platform. So there are important steps that you need to also perform in JDXBOT, platform. You need to sign up also. You need to do email verification. And then you need to enable your two-factor authentication. And then you proceed to purchase the strategy plan. So here you got a subscription fees. It is a yearly, subscription fee. So you need to purchase the strategy plan. Once you purchase the strategy plan, you can then proceed to perform API binding with BitGet. Okay, and thereafter, you need to fund your strategy wallet. Now, strategy wallet is where the profit sharing will be taking place. All right, please understand, JDXBOT cannot touch your fund in BitGet. And since we cannot touch your fund in BitGet, you have to set your, you have a strategy wallet in your JDXBOT back office. That's where you basically top up and keep your strategy wallet available, so that anytime there is a profit, okay, in the BitGet, automatically, the equivalent amount of that profit, okay, will be deducted in your back office in JDXBOT. Okay, so take note of that. And then after you have to, once you fund your strategy wallet, you also have to fund your main futures account in BitGet. This is your trading fund, all right, the trading fund. So you need to fund your main futures account or else the trading won't take place. And then after you also have to fund the sub account. Okay, this is for the wallet management strategy, which I will explain shortly. So you need to fund two accounts, okay, your main account of BitGet and your sub account in BitGet. And finally, right, once all this process completed, our algorithm will automatically check. And if everything, okay, if everything is in place, your bot will be basically automatically, activated. Okay, just take note of that. Now, we offer three strategies at this moment. So you got the USDC strategy, you have USDT strategy, you got BTC strategy. So you have three separate assets. That simply means you will earn three separate assets also. Okay, so people ask me, Dr. John, the Bitcoin price is so expensive, right? How can we now go and buy Bitcoin? You do not need to worry because now you can earn Bitcoin through JDXBOT. So every time the profit is generated, it will be generated in pure Bitcoin. All right, so you can now start to save that. All right, continue to save that return or whatever, right? And at the end of it, when Bitcoin price goes up, you can actually sell that with a much, much greater profit, right? So you earn profit with JDXBOT. You can also earn profit from the market itself, okay? So, and also please understand, guys, as I always mention, right? The higher number of strategy, the higher potential of profitability. And please understand that every single strategy or asset does not actually gives you the same performance, okay, because they have different liquidity, different market environment, and so on. So that's the reason why we always encourage our global user, right, our global partners to purchase all the three strategy. Okay, so if one strategy is not performing well, you have another strategy that is performing. All right, so in that manner, right, your return will actually be balanced and so on. Okay, so just take note of this information. Okay, now this is going to be the most important slide. I just want to make sure every one of you are very attentive because this is the heartbeat of JDXBOT. Okay, so why JDXBOT is able to protect the capital so that the capital is safeguarded, all right, and it is not liquidated and so on. This is the main reason. So let me explain to you how this whole thing works. Okay, now what we call this as a wallet management strategy or tactical strategy. Okay, so we deploy tactical strategy because JDXBOT is not a tactical trading strategy. Okay, we follow our tactical strategy. So we employ a dynamic risk mitigation system that actively manages the interaction between users' main futures account and sub account to safeguard users' position. So you might have a question, why do I need two accounts? Every other program, I only have to deposit only at one account and it's all taken care. All right, that is what makes JDXBOT different. Okay, now let me explain to you. If you look at this image over here, right, we have the main account and we have the sub account. All right, now if you look at this main account, right, the minimum, okay, the minimum to get started for your trading is $100, all right, per account. So if you got three accounts, right, let's say you got USDT, USDC, and BTCs, that is three accounts. So all these three account minimum will be 100, 100, 100. Okay, so please take note. Now, when you fund your main account with minimum 100, can you fund 1,000? Yes. Can you fund 10,000? Yes. But if you fund with 100, so let's use an example of the minimum, right? 100. If you fund 100 for your main account, make sure that you also fund your sub account with 100. It must match 100%. So usually the sub account will be 100 or more. So you can put more, no problem. Please make sure it is not less because then your bot will not start. Okay, so please take note of it. Now, why do we have this measure? Let me explain to you. Okay, step by step. Now, number one. Now we have a real monitoring going on. Okay. Now JDXBOT algorithm continuously monitors the main account base available balance and automatically replenish it from sub account with an amount equivalent to the total dollar cost average value. Now, the replenishment restores the available balance to the base available balance for optimal bot performance. Now, let me explain to you in a very simple word, okay? Now, here we have $100, right? So, when the trading starts, okay, when a cycle starts, remember, every cycle is, when the bot starts to end is considered one cycle. Now, the bot starts and end can be few seconds, few minutes, few hours, few days, few weeks, and some of it can even be few months. That is also a cycle, okay? So please take note of that. So now, let's say, for example, you have $100 in your main account, and now the bot starts the cycle, right? Now, when the bot starts the cycle, and then you see that the market, let's say the market go against your favor. Now, when market go against the favor, that's what we really love, right? Because we are doing a counter trend strategy. So when the market go against your favor, the DCA will be activated. So let's say, right, the first DCA, for an example, okay, let's say $10. So that means when your market go against you, a $10 DCA will take place. Now, when this DCA takes place, what happens to your main account? Instead of $100, your main account base balance now become $90. So now, the sub account then will check, okay, will continuously check your main account. And when the sub account recognizes that $10 is missing, right, or $10 is already been taken into the trading, the sub account will automatically replenish the $10 to maintain your main account available balance at its base balance, which is 100. All right. So this happened until your sub account is depleted. All right. Or until that cycle completes and secured in profit. All right. So I hope you are clear now. So this is what we call replenishment. Okay. That replenishment happened from the sub account to the main account. So in this manner, you do not need to worry about margin call. You do not need to worry about, what happens to my, to my account when market is volatile and so on, right? Because you have the sub account actually taking care of the available balance in your main account. All right. So this is important. Now we have a cycle and normalization. Okay. So once all the trading position are fully closed, the replenished funds are automatically returned to the sub account, preparing for the next trading cycle without requiring manual intervention. So now once let's say the cycle complete and there is a profit, right? So it means that cycle fully completed and it is closed. Now when that cycle fully completed and closed, what happens to the $10? That $10 will return back to the sub account. All right, so it will normalize, and thereafter you have about 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes will be given. That is basically like a window, all right, for the user to decide whether they want to top up or they want to basically remove all the fund and they don't want to trade and so on. It is up to you guys. Okay, what you want to do during that 10 minutes. All right. So now, in case you decide that you want to remove all the fund out because you want to go for a holiday and you don't want to be trading at that time, you can do so. So as long as there is no fund in your main account, all right, or sub account, the bot will not start for you. Okay, so once you return from holiday and then you top up again your main account and sub account and your strategy wallet, then the algorithm will check, right, continuously. Oh, there is a fund now. So the bot then will automatically start. Okay, you can understand me, right? So that's basically how the sub account behaves, how the sub account operates. Okay, so it's brilliant. Okay, this is a brilliant strategy that has been put in place. Okay, all right, now let's move on. Now we got a fallback control. Now, if the sub account lacks sufficient balance for replenishment, JDXBOT will switch to using the main account balance for continued DCA operation. So a certain event, right, if the market is really manipulated or really volatile, right, we can't do much about it, right? So what happened? You may see your sub account depleted. Now, when your sub account is depleted, what happened? JDXBOT will continue the DCA as long as there is fund in the main account. Okay. Now, we also have a critical alert trigger, right? Now, in the event the main account balance dropped to 50% of the highest available balance, a critical alert notification email will be sent to notify user to get ready to top up their sub account. Now, this advanced prompt helps avoid liquidation, ensure continuous DCA activity, and keeps users bot running smoothly. So this is only happen if your main balance actually reduced by 50%. All right, if that happened, then you receive a critical alert trigger. Now that critical alert is like reminding you that your balance is now below 50%. Now, why we do 50%, not 10%? 10% is too late, right? So we actually trigger this alert in advance so that you are prepared. Okay, so these are all the necessary element that has been included into the algorithm. So this is important, tactical strategy, important wallet management strategy, all right, that has been put in place in order to safeguard, our users' position. Okay, so this is the reason why, by God's grace, right, so far, all our partners' positions are protected, all right, because our priority is safeguarding capital first, all right, then comes the profitability of it. Okay, now we have all the necessary transparency so that you can actually verify independent trading results and so on. So you can see over here you have the screen here where you can actually monitor your real-time position, and you also can actually check the P&L analysis, the trading performance, and so on. Now all these things can be done with BitGet app. Okay, so you can be in anywhere, any part of the world. You can actually continue to monitor the performance. But since it's an automator, right, sometimes you don't really want to worry, okay? You just want to leave it to JDXBOT to manage it for you, all right? Now, the other thing is that please understand, every time the profit is secured, what happened? Your profit will be sent to the spot wallet. It will not remain in your futures account. What will remain in your futures account is your capital, right? Is your equity will remain there, but the profit will be separated and placed into your spot account. Okay, you can see here. All right, you got the futures, you got the spot. Now, once your fund is in the spot account, you can now decide what you want to do, right? You can either withdraw this amount into your external wallet, or you can even transfer back into your futures account. You want to continue to compound, or you can even use this income to pay your strategy wallet, right? You also want to top up your strategy wallet, the 25% fees, right? 75-25 profit sharing. So you can actually top up your strategy wallet and so on. Okay. So now please understand that 100% of the realized profit are actually transferred into the user spot wallet upon profit taking. Deduction of strategy fee takes place instantly via user strategy wallet in the JDXBOT. So what you have here is 100% of the profit. We have not deducted over here. So that's why you can use this to actually top up your strategy wallet, okay? Because the deduction will take place in the strategy wallet, which is in the JDXBOT back office, okay? Which is your back office once you have the JDXBOT account, right? Okay. Now, so this is where you have the back office, right? So this is where you have the strategy wallet. You can see that. So every one, okay, of our partners have their unique smart contract address to deposit the strategy fee. All right, so the user will deposit. So you just have to tap the deposit button, all right, to deposit USDT Tron. Okay, you have to deposit, and once you have deposited, the amount will reflect here. All right, can you see that? It will reflect here, and you can even actually take a look at the history of the deduction. So every time there's a profit in BitGet, the deduction will take place here. You will have the history there. Also, you can set the reminder, which I'll advise every one of you to do that. Set the balance reminder level notification. So if it reaches a certain level, you are reminded that your strategy wallet, has depleted. So that means you are actually earning more profit, right? Now, when your strategy wallet is depleted or insufficient, make sure, all right, you top it up immediately, okay? Don't wait too long, all right? Because sometimes if your strategy wallet is insufficient, okay, or we cannot deduct your strategy wallet, your bot will be deactivated until the strategy wallet is top up again. So you might be at a loss, right? Because everyone else trading is running, and here your trading is not running because you don't have, the strategy fees and so on. Okay. All right. Now, please take note. Okay, you need to maintain at least 10% monthly of your total main futures trading fund in your strategy wallet for uninterrupted deduction of strategy fee. Now, if your total main futures account is funded 300, let's say, for example, right, USDT 100, USDC 100, BTC 100, that is 300. So you allocate a monthly minimum of how much? $30. All right, into your strategy wallet for the strategy fee deduction. Okay, so just take note of that. But sometimes, right, we may actually take bigger profit. So if there's a bigger profit, then you will receive the email saying that, you know, that your strategy wallet is depleted. So you just actually can immediately go and top up because you already actually secured that profit in your BitGet account. Okay, so please take note. All right, now let's come to the most exciting, right? So what will be the initial startup cost? Okay, moving forward 2026 onwards. Okay, now we have about 4 types of costs here. Okay, let me give you a summary of all these costs. Number one, you need to purchase the strategy plan. Okay, so you enjoy 12 plus 1 month free subscription plan. And please understand that the price has changed now. Okay, USDT 150, USDC 150, BTC 150. So the total will be 450. But if you purchase all the strategy at once, you only pay $300. So that means you save $150. Okay, is this the best deal, right? Definitely, right? Okay, next, you need to also fund your main futures account, right, in BitGet. So the minimum initial funding for BitGet main futures account starts at 100 for each strategy. All right, so please take note of that. All right, now then you also need to fund your sub account, also 100. Okay, so you need to match 100% with your main futures account. And normally I would advise people, if you put 100 in the main, put 105 or 110 in your sub. Don't keep it 100 because sometimes it can drop, especially Bitcoin. Okay, because of the price volatility. All right, next, and the last one, okay, you need to fund your strategy wallet. Minimum initial deposit, okay, for the bot to get activated is $30. Okay, so now let's take a look at the cost. Okay, what will be the total startup, cost for one strategy, for 2 strategy, or we go for all the 3 strategy. Okay, now if you just go for one strategy, then remember each strategy is 150, right? And then your funding minimum is $100 and your sub account minimum is 100. So your strategy wallet is 30. So that means your total investment, right, or your total cost is $350 to get started with one strategy. Now, if you go for 2 strategy, instead of 300, you pay 250, okay, for the subscription. But and then you got 2 strategy, right? So if minimum is 100 each, that will be 200. Your sub account is also 200, and then your strategy wallet will be 30, right? So that will be 680. Now, if you go with our proposal, right, take all the 3 strategy, that will be $300 instead of $450. So you save a massive, saving down of $150. All right. So if you got 3 strategy, then you got 3 accounts, right? So each account is 100. So total is 300. And your sub account is also 3. So you need to 300. And you just need a strategy wallet, initially $30 for the activation. Okay. So the total is $930 for 3 strategy. Now, if you calculate or you actually divide this by three strategy, the cost for each strategy is actually 310. So if you compare the 380, actually the 3 strategy is much cost effective for you and definitely is value for money, right? If you come in with a 3 strategy. So that's the reason why we always encourage 3 strategy. And also please understand that every strategy may have different result, different performance because of the different liquidities and so on. Okay, so this is important. So I hope, all right, I hope everyone is clear. This is the new pricing moving forward 2026. Okay, so we do not know when we will revise it, but at the moment this will remain. All right. So every one of you are coming on board. Okay, please make sure to use this information, and please make sure that you do your due diligence, you study everything, and if you're happy, you can then be part of JDXBOT. Okay, now the trading profit sharing model is very simple. We are still going to keep this model until April. I think we have already promised you, right? I think until March. Okay, so instead of 70-30, it is still maintained 75-25. All right. So that means our partner will enjoy 75%. When profit is secure, you get 75% almost immediately credited in your spot wallet. All right. So just make sure that you allocate, okay, the strategy fee. As I mentioned to you, right? You need to make sure at least you have 10% of your total trading fund in your strategy wallet for the deduction to take place. All right. Okay. Now, this is also another huge, okay, generous bonus that JDXBOT is giving away. This is the referral bonus. Okay, so you got unlimited lifetime 2 tiers referral model, and a total of that will be 30% on any purchases of the strategy and upon each renewal. Now, the beauty that now, because the subscription has gone up, right? So that means that our user will actually earn a much higher affiliate bonus too, right? So if previously, you get someone to purchase 250, you get $50. Now you get $70. Wow, this is awesome, right? So take advantage of it. Okay, so level 1 is 20%. So anyone under you, right, actually purchase JDXBOT, you will enjoy 20% of the total subscription fees. All right, as I mentioned, right? So if it is 300 now, right? So you will get 20% of that. All right, 20% of that. And thereafter, right? You also have the second level, right? The second level will be 10%. So that is a total of 30%. Now, this is huge, guys, because it is a lifetime, right? So that means that if the person actually renew their subscription every year, right? You are continuously going to enjoy that 30%. All right, so that's going to be massive, okay, for the team. All right, and also please take note. I think I forgot to inform the withdrawal of your the withdrawal of your referral bonus, right? It is now reduced from the limit has been reduced from 100 to 50. So that means, right, even if you introduce someone, okay, with just one account, all right, or 3 accounts, right? I think it's 3 accounts. You will be able to immediately withdraw that $50. Okay, previously you have to wait until $100, but now you don't have to wait. You can actually immediately withdraw that. Okay, so that is just an important improvement, because we know that some user may want to use that fund immediately. Okay, all right. Now, so how to get started? Very simple. There are only 3 profitable moves. Number 1, what you need to do is that you need to sign up. Okay, now as I mentioned to you, you need to sign up on 2 platforms, right? One is BitGet, the other one is JDXBOT, and thereafter you need to subscribe to the strategy plan. Now, once this is completed, you then proceed to connect your BitGet account with JDXBOT through the API. And here you need to create API in BitGet, and then you bind API with JDXBOT, and then you need to make sure you fund your BitGet main and the sub account. All right. Okay. And last but not least, once this is done, your bot then will be activated. Everything will be taken care 100%. Okay, all that you need to do is just make sure you take care of the funding part of it. Okay, so that is it. Okay, all right. Now you might be thinking, right? Wow, there's a lot of things here. Don't worry. Okay, if you get to JDXBOT, okay, website, if you get to the website, you will be able to see at the top right the getting started. All right. Now the most important thing is that please make sure you print out. Okay. The first 2 is the most important. Okay, so you have here, which is the getting started checkpoint. There are 13 checkpoints. So each of these checkpoints been explained. Example, BitGet, what you need to do. JDXBOT, what you need to do. So you got a flow chart, and you also have the detailed explanation for it. And here you can tick the box. So you follow step by step. Okay, now, let's say, for example, step 1, you don't know what to do. Don't worry, there is a getting started guide. So if you go to the step 1, sign up and verification, there is a circle number, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So don't rush. All right, take your time, go through one by one, okay, because we have seen most, okay, I think 99% of our users did not reach out to the support. They managed to get the bot activated just because they were diligent. All right, they were going through it. So they didn't rush. They take their time, okay? Now, we also have the frequent asked question. I think there are about 55 over questions over there. So please go through, okay, all those questions, because high likely a lot of your question is already answered in the FAQ before you even reach out to the support, okay? All right. So now, we invite you guys to be part of our global vision, okay? So JDXBOT is the future of smart trading. So JDXBOT is not just a trading bot. It's a global solution for individual and institutions seeking tactical precision in volatile market, consistency built on tested and proven strategy, protection-driven profitability. I think this is the most important thing, right? Because if you ask me, right, investors or people have gone through a lot. They have seen their fund burn. They have seen they lost all their capital. But here, we want to make sure that, that the capital of our user is protected, okay? So by turning volatility into opportunity and risk into strategy, JDXBOT is redefining how the world trades crypto, all right? So as I mentioned to you, I want to welcome each and every one of you, to join our mandate. Let's continue to empower ordinary people, to generate extraordinary income, all right? So with that, I hope that this, presentation is helpful, all the necessary information that you need, okay? And also answer, okay, some of your concern and so on. So use this information, get to the person who have actually invited you, all right, and if you're interested to be part, of this program, do communicate with them, all right, or please reach out to the support. We will be able to give you, the support that is needed. Okay, great. All right. I hope this presentation, first ever, right, for 2026. I hope, okay, it covers everything and it is, perfectly answered to a lot of the queries and a lot of the questions that the people has, okay? All right, any one of you have any questions, you can tap the raise hand at the bottom. I will unmute you, or you can even put in the chat and I will try to answer you guys. Any one of you. Are you blessed, guys? Are you blessed with this information? All right, now, as I mentioned earlier, right? Yes, Micah. Yes, please unmute yourself. Good to have you, Micah.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon from Nigeria.
Good to have you back.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. I think I joined in very late. I was struggling when I take the down, not knowing that the password is being changed. So I able to call Cletus. Then it is Cletus that sent me the link. So I just joined. And I think in subsequent, I will able to ask Cletus to get more detail of it. And I know anything that from you, I'm always 100%. I don't need to ask a question. I don't need to ask a question or do a research because I know whom you are. So I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I will definitely get more detail and come in fast as it is. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. I truly appreciate that. Guys, please make sure you watch this recorded video later on when I post it in the group. All right. If you are not in the group, that means because you may not be a paid user yet. So don't worry. Just make sure that you reach out to the person who have actually invited you. Okay, because they are already in the group. Okay, and also I think we have the general group. So if you are not in the general group, please request your upline to add you there, because that group anyone can come in, but JDXBOT group, not everyone can be there. Okay, so please take note. It is important, okay, for you to know what is happening, and guys, please understand, okay, JDXBOT is my brainchild. Okay, it's my own child, so just take note of that. So although I may introduce you other opportunities and so on, JDXBOT, it is still my brainchild. Okay, so we make sure that we don't only, focus on JDXBOT. We know that what is good for you, all right? So we just try to make sure that everyone, but as I mentioned to you, right, JDXBOT is unique because you control your capital 100%. All right, there is no other product outside there that allows you to control your capital. So please understand, okay, there are risks involved everywhere, guys. All right, risk is everywhere. So you must be able to balance, okay, balance and mitigate this risk. Okay, I will never advise you or encourage you to put all your money into one place. If you do that, I just don't know what to say. All right, I just don't know what to say. You never do that. Okay, never do that. Okay. Yes. Let me take Haruna. Yes, Haruna, please go ahead.
Good day, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yes, I want to appreciate your effort. You're doing your everything concerning the team. You're concerned about the team. We are very grateful, most especially last 2 days and 3 days last week, where I was able to make a contact with you because of some difficulty of the registration of one of my friend, and you show concern about it. He's even here with me. You can hear from him. You're welcome. Yes, Doctor. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yes, we can
I
we
want to
can hear
appreciate.
you.
I want to appreciate you. In fact, I told my offline and I said I'm happy the way you are responding to issues here. In fact, that is one of the good things that is blowing my heart. I think we are going to go together, and we are
Awesome.
good to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for
That is
the blessing.
that is Bello, right?
Bello, yes.
Okay, Bello, all right. Okay, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe some of you wondering what is going on right now. Bello, I think we're having a problem with the API. They've been trying, I think for maybe 2 weeks. Okay, they still cannot get the bot activated. And I think I also tried. I also did my best to try. And at one point, I told my technical team, if we really cannot get this bot activated, because I think there is a rare issue with the API, because the API is belong to Bitget. It does not belongs to JDXBOT. So I told my technical team, I said, guys, if we really cannot do this, I want to return back the subscription fees. Okay, and then my technical guy said, Dr. John, just hang on for a while. Let us just one more time do everything and check it through. So, and finally, right, yesterday, the bot is activated, right? So we thank God that, and sometimes no choice, guys. I have to take this on my own, and I have to do it manually on my own because I cannot interrupt even the technical team because everything is algorithm. Okay, so you must understand that. So that's the reason why, why am I keeping the team small? Why am I not opening to the public? Because when the team is small, I can give attention to my team, my partners, globally. So we don't want to grow big like everyone else, okay? It's not my intention, okay? We have the best product. The product results speak for itself, all right? But I think the most important thing is engaging and also giving attention, okay, to the team itself, okay? And also that's the reason why you have the Telegram group. So that's why we can communicate that. The Telegram group are private, right? Only for our team, that's all. All right, so if there's anything, we communicate, okay, in the Telegram group, okay? So nevertheless, congratulations, Bello. Your bot has activated. I saw the bot, all the 3 bots are running. So, yep, just monitor and see how things goes, okay? God bless you. Okay, for Lurunso, please unmute yourself.
Happy New Year, Doctor.
Yes. Glad to have you on board.
It's nice to see you, sir. Thank you for all your efforts.
Most
Please,
welcome.
I've sent a mail with a reminder. I'm here to see the link so that register in to buy the box. I've sent a reminder.
Yeah, I was informed by the support that there is an email from you, but I intended not to respond until today's meeting. Because today's meeting, I'm doing the presentation with the updated information on the subscription fees and so on. So that's the reason why I don't want to respond yet. So because we're going to put up a new link into the YouTube so that when you receive the email, you will also have this video so you can watch the video. I think that will be very important. So moving forward from today onwards, right, everyone who's receiving the message, they will then be able to go through this video. Okay, so guys, okay, please, okay, be patient with us. Sometimes I have my justification why I'm not responding. And sometimes like Bello, right? You can see sometimes it takes a long time, guys. So when it comes to the technical things, right, sometimes we can't really promise the team and we have to, but nevertheless, don't worry, okay? The attention is always there to solve the problem and we are trying our best. So to Bello, okay, I really apologize, okay, for all the delays, but nevertheless, thank goodness we found the root cause and solved the problem, because if the bot starts and then later you got the API problem, then it will be terrible. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, all right. I hope that clarifies. Okay, a lot of things, because as I mentioned, guys, in JDXBOT, I am here as the owner of the company, right? And I'm actually communicating with you directly. So that is the only that makes a lot of difference compared to many other programs. So because I take interest of my partners, I think I know most of my partners by name by now. Okay, and especially those are closely communicating, with us through and also been honorably partnering with us, okay, throughout the years and so on. Okay, so I appreciate you guys. Okay, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming on board. All right. Thank you for coming on board. We will catch up this Thursday, the AMA session. So please be there, because I know some of you like, why is, because now I got two groups in the JDXBOT. One is the new one, and they are making profits and so on. And then we got another group that has been floating for over 1 month. Although there is a profit, right? We are doing partial profit, but you might be wondering, right? Why is my positions are floating, right? So be there on Thursday. I'll explain to you what is the strategy that we have adopted, and how we are monitoring, all these positions, and how we are taking profits and so on. And sometimes you may be wondering, right? Because the profit can be huge. Let me just see if I can share my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me see if I can share my bot. Okay, all right. So if you look, right, this is actually one of the bot that has been floating, right, for quite some time. You can see that. Now, if I go to the asset, right, the futures, and I go to the P&L. So in this P&L, if I go to the trading analysis, right, you can see. Let me go to the 30 days. Here, can you see that, guys? This is like only one after waited for too long. But look at the profit. It's $188. Okay, with a capital of 1,000. That is like 18%. Although I waited for almost 1 month. Okay, or almost 2 or 3 weeks. Can you just imagine that, right? So USDC is the same USDC, right? You see, I got $88 over there. All right, and then we got the BTC also, if I'm not mistaken. You see that 175. So even if you wait, you are still going to get that percentage, guys. So that's why I don't really worry, right? Because at the end of it, we want to protect we want to safeguard your position. All right, but if you are getting one day $100 over instead of $1.70, $10, this is massive, right? But this is because you waited patiently, all right? So that is the reason why you need to really understand what we are doing. So you can see, right? This position is still running there, still running, all right? Still running. So you see, market is coming down. If the market comes down, there will be another partial profit taking, all right? Will be taking place once the ROE is actually above 30. I will explain to you how these things work and what we are really doing. And this is only applicable for those positions, I think, floating above 30 months, above 30 days. If you are just in, you don't need to worry, okay? Because you are not part of the critical volatility that happened, right? Because Bitcoin dropped, right, from 126,000 dropped to, look at it now, right? It's about 91, 92,000. All right, so I'm expecting Bitcoin can even go to about 88,000. And if 88,000, okay, let me just show you guys, the chart here, right? Now, if you look over here, right, we have, sorry, I think someone is, you need to mute. Okay, let me just mute. Okay, all right. Now, if you look here, guys, I already mentioned to you that we have a gap at 88,000, right? So I believe this gap will be taken. Okay, I've never been wrong in this. Okay, this gap will be taken. It's only a matter of time. So now, if Bitcoin goes down and take this gap, we can see a recovery up for a while. But I believe it will go down again. All right, it will go down again. If 88,000 cannot hold, we may even go to 75,000. Okay, now also please understand, okay, today we have a gap. Today we have a gap under CME. Can you see the gap? So we have a gap there at 92,900. So that means high likely we could see Bitcoin go up and actually fill this gap, and then Bitcoin can come down, all right, can come down and fill the gap at 88. So it's either one, okay? It's either one. It can go to 88, goes up and fill the gap and come down, or it goes up, fill the gap, and then come down, fill the gap, and then it goes up, make everyone confused, okay, and liquidate up and down, okay? So that's what Bitcoin has been doing so far, okay? So just to give you an idea, right? So that's basically, okay, what I'm seeing in the market. So that's why our bot is aligned accordingly to how I see the situation in the market and what we want to do. So that's why, like today, right, if you are part of the JDX Copy Master, okay, you see market came down, we took partial profit. All right, we took partial profit for Bitcoin. So you see your available balance now has increased, right, compared to previously. That's why I told you, right, if you don't have the patience and you don't trust you don't trust me and you don't trust the process, then you cannot be part of this program. Okay, so that's the reason why, right? Probably my degree or my level of patience is greater than your level of patience, because you don't have the grace for it. All right, you don't have the grace for it. Okay, so that's why you have to have the peace in mind and in your heart, and sometimes you just have to wait for the right time. Okay, let market come to you. Why should you go to the market? All right, okay, let the market come to you. Okay, so sometimes the strategy you must be defensive. Sometimes the strategy you must be offensive. You can't be offensive all the time, right? You have to sometimes be defensive. But either it's a defense or offense, it is still a strategy, guys. So you just need to know when you are defensive, what you're supposed to do. When you are offensive, okay, how should you do it, right? So that strategy is very important, okay? So that's the thing I want the team to learn. So we are not here just want you to buy the product, you know. No. You know my concern, right? It's always empowering the people, educate the people, help them to understand. You know, I think that is the most important thing. All right. So because you have seen, all right, many of you, if you followed me for 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, come on, guys, you know, I am still the same. I have never changed. The way I speak is the same. The way my heart intention is still the same. Nothing changes, right? Although physically I am changing, becoming like Moses, all right, or becoming a little bit more mature and older, but everything else is still the same. Okay, so just take note of that. Okay, all right. Anyone else have any questions before we adjourn this meeting? Anything else? Okay, guys, if there's nothing else, I really appreciate you coming on board. It's not about how many numbers are here. That is not important. But I just want to make sure you are blessed, because the more people will be blessed when I put this video up in the YouTube, right? Yes, let me take one more, okay? Let me take my brother here, Professor Obong, who is going to become Professor Obong. Professor Obong is the new multi-millionaire.
Yeah, Dr. JD, thank you very much. So let it be, amen. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was airborne. That's why I couldn't. I wasn't online again. Yes, we just arrived.
Okay,
awesome. Thank you so much for what you do. We really appreciate you in all. We really appreciate you in all spheres that you are doing. We really appreciate you. Still, on behalf of the Nigerian team, JDXBOT Nigerian team, we really appreciate what you are doing, and we'll continue to give you all the support that you need. We'll continue to give you all the support that you need. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless all the JDXBOT team. Thank you.
Truly appreciate that. He always tried to, you know, he always tried to make time, you know, try to slot in, okay, to be there whenever the meeting is. I really appreciate it. Okay, this is really awesome to have, you know, great team. Okay, great team with you, right? I think that is really awesome. Okay, so yep, that's going to be massive things, guys. Massive things are going to take place. So the more, right, the more you know, stream of income you have, all right, please, okay, better. All right, don't focus on one. You need a fixed income. You need a non-fixed income. So JDXBOT is a non-fixed, but you still are earning well. You also need to have a fixed income. So then you decide, under the fixed and non-fixed, okay, make sure you have crypto portfolio. You may have real estate. You may have different portfolio. Don't just put all the money into one portfolio. If that portfolio crashes, everything is gone, right? So this is wisdom, all right? This is wisdom, okay? So I hope probably one day, right, we might have, a financial intelligence seminar or something, right, where we can talk about this kind of wisdoms, right? This is very, very important, okay? Okay, guys, God bless each and every one of you. Please take care, and I will see you on Thursday. As I mentioned to you, I will explain to you what is really going on. I will give you an insight about the market, okay, and also about JDXBOT, how we are managing floating positions and so on, okay? So with that, do look forward. I believe as market is coming down, now we will be taking the partial profit for the short. All right, so just take note of that. So some of you that position are floating. All right, I'm only actually referring to those people whose position is above 1 month, still floating. You will start to see profit taking, okay, for the short position, okay? So make sure you check your strategy wallet because the profit can be huge. So check your strategy wallet. Make sure your strategy wallet is always sufficient, okay, and so on, okay? Okay, guys, God bless each and every one of you. We will catch up once again. Take care. All right, bye-bye.